Hello, good morning and good morning from George. Welcome to my channel, GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your weekend reading for November the 6th and the 7th. We are deep into Scorpio season, coming off the Scorpio new moon. So let's see what we are doing over this weekend, processing this information that's gone on, this transformation that's occurring. Transformative seed has been planted, so we will see what is happening next on the weekend. I just want to get some of this lovely energy into the cards, and let's see. We have the Queen of Pentacles, beautiful, coming in, and we kind of ended with her last time, which was actually really nice. The King of Swords, very good, dependable energy. The King of Swords coming through. The Eight of Swords, some restrictions we're looking at. The Eight of Wands, my goodness. Okay, getting out of that, which is good. It's getting some clear direction. And the Emperor, wow. Okay, fantastic. And at the base, we have the Two of Cups. Yay, connection. So I'm going to have to work on this setup. I have to get a new desk, but anyway, for the moment, this is what it's doing. So Two of Cups as the main energy, it really is about your connection with other people. There may be things that you can't see or haven't been able to see in the past about somebody. And I do feel like with this King of Swords, it's time to rip off those blindfolds. The King of Swords is like, no, I see things really clearly. I make decisions from a rational mind, very detached, and it's like, take them off. The Eight of Swords is an interesting card because it is one of the cards about self-imposed limitations. I mean, we can see that those binds that are around the character are really loose and could easily have gotten out of something. It's just something inside your mind that is tripping you up or restricting you. Now, I've seen the Eight of Swords come in as well around restrictions, external restrictions. Whenever we were in lockdowns, the Eight of Swords would come out a lot. And I'm like, okay. So, I mean, that is also this sense that there's this external pressure that is creating this internal restriction as well. So that can come through with the Eight of Swords. But the good thing is that right next to it is that Eight of Wands, where there is just this big shift and positive shift and change. Everything aligns into this new focused direction towards the Emperor, which is this very strong-willed energy of stepping into success and making something a concrete reality. So this is where you're kind of freeing your mind from something that has been holding you back and then just going, you know what? I mean, the Eight of... George is like, yeah, the chooks are being quite loud. The Eight of Wands is interesting because you can see those eight wands all heading in the same direction. It can be a quick shift and change of motivation and perception that could come in. It could be suddenly like, I'm actually seeing somebody or a situation, a relationship in your life with someone who's actually quite powerful here very differently. So there is this sense of how I do feel like your perception of somebody is being questioned and challenged today. So that's also very interesting. And we still have underlying this Queen of Pentacles. I feel like she's staying out of this drama here. She's just like, in the background, I'm doing my work. I'm getting everybody on track. This is an energy of, this very divine feminine energy. This is very masculine. These are things happening out in the world. But this is something that is like underneath, there's this undercurrent of just wanting to create some kind of stability in your life in terms of resources. So that, like I said, that can relate to money, it can relate to health, it can relate to anything like that. So I do feel like there's a lot of this coming in. And so, yeah, it's an interesting day because I feel like it is all about your relationships, this reading, about your connection with somebody else. And it could be that you've kind of in your mind have distanced yourself from somebody. And this is where I feel like, there's this change in perception that's come on as something that you are not wanting to connect on a mental level with somebody, maybe being a little bit cool with somebody with a connection. But I do see, like I said, there's this shift and change coming in. So where there's the fire and there's the warmth and there's something that, you know, you can really build and move towards. The Emperor is a very strong-willed Aries type energy. It might even be an Aries that you're dealing with here. And so, or someone with those kind of energies. I mean, the Emperor also is around rules. It can be around authority. But I do feel like, ultimately... Yeah, I just feel like there's something gets cleared up inside your mind and it allows you to connect with someone. So and if it's not someone else, it's actually connecting with your own power, your own will, your own willpower, quite literally. And I do feel like it's ultimately a good weekend for the Two of Cups. Can be love and relationships as well, and we've got Eight of Swords in the center. Love can be blind, quite literally. So, but I do feel like those blindfolds are being taken off. So if you haven't, this could actually be you meeting somebody. For those of you that are single, suddenly like the blindfold gets taken off and you're like, oh my gosh, there you are. You were there all along, or I didn't see it before, but there is this energy here of a very strong person that's coming in, a very strong connection. So, yeah, there can also be that. And this can also just be, you can apply that. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it just, like I said, it just is a connection that's coming through. Very important. So that is the energy for the weekend. And thanks so much for joining me. And I look forward to seeing you on Monday.